Yo guys, what up? It's me again, bringing you another video, this time on Dirt Rune, a deck that was kind of obviously memed on in set 1, but with the support it got in set 2, uh, it's actually surprisingly playable. I climbed to Diamond with it. Let me just show you that. I'm almost Master. Uh, yeah, let's just get into the deck profile. I guess I'll show you the replay history as well to prove it was all just playing Rune. Kind of the big win streak that propelled me there, and yeah, the yeah. I was messing around with some different variations. Like I tried doing this pure aggro one, and then it didn't. I didn't really like it, but it could have just been my playstyle as well. Yeah, let's get into the deck profile. I say this says pure dirt. There is a couple spell boost cards in here. The spell boost effect on them don't matter though. Like Anangrea, if like you take spell boost your hand 3 times off of this card, it's still an insane card. I don't even know if I really need to explain this, but just being able to play it and basically pop 3 things and then leave a 6/6 or a 6 attack body behind a ward is unreal. So yeah, it's in the deck. And then there is the only card that you can spell boost is Stormy Blast, and this card, even if it's just worth playing generically as a 1-mana deal 2. There's some play patterns where when you are going first and they don't use their coin to play a 2-drop on their first turn, you play a 2-drop on your second turn. They match that. All the 2-drops in the game die to Stormy Blast. I mean, the only thing that like kind of plays around it is the Lance Trooper. And but yeah, on your turn 3, you just go Stormy Blast whatever they played, play another guy, swing face, and now it can just snowball from there. Especially if you get hands where you are able to generate two Earth Sigils, and then your follow-up turn after Story Blasting their board, whatever they play, you just play Edelweiss. Now you have a 4/4. You clear another thing, and yeah, it's just hard for them to deal with that. They basically need like Phil Dow or bust, really. But yeah, let's that's just me addressing the cards that say spell boost. Kuon, again, just a crazy card. It makes a super wide board all by itself, puts up a ward, and yeah, the spell boost doesn't matter. Okay, now deck profile. I already explained Stormy Blast, which is new brew. Auto include, just 1 mana, draw a card, get an Earth Sigil. They're in a dirt deck. There's literally no reason you would not play this card. The Astrologer here it's literally Ruby for this class specifically, because it's Ruby's effect plus an Earth Sigil. So it's just a generically good 2/2. This is one of the cards that you can combine with Witch's New Brew to get 2 Earth Sigils for your going second turn, that allows you to coin out Edelweiss. This card is crazy. We'll get to that later. It lets you coin this out on turn 3, and then if you have another 2-drop, you get to make just a crazy board. And then because they're going first, they don't get to evolve on their turn 4. So it's so hard for them to combat that board with no evolution points, and that's kind of how you can just. This deck is surprisingly aggro. Like it has like surprisingly aggro lines, which is why I tried to play a pure aggro version of it, but I don't know. It could just not be my playstyle, but because I'm kind of a more conservative player, but I just like playing with more top end. And yeah, the astrologer is super good. Penelope is just a 1 card, 2 Earth Sigils, right? So you don't even need to get the new brew and astrologer to get to Edelweiss. Like if you have Penelope and Edelweiss in your opening mulligan, it's just an automatic keep because it's guaranteed Edelweiss Evo. We'll see some mulligans in the game. Like obviously on this climb to Diamond, I was playing the deck for the first time, so I was like, you know, experimenting, trying different things along the way. There was I'm still not 100% sure about this, but there was games where in my mulligan I'm putting back Edelweiss, and I want to say that's still correct. What's crazy is this card is so broken that maybe you just do keep it because every single one of your 2-drops creates creates an Earth Sigil. So it could just be worth it. I don't know. I just didn't want it to be I think I'm convincing myself that you just keep it. I don't know. It's pretty easy to get to. Yeah, I think you just keep it. I probably fuck up by putting this back, but I guess we'll just move on to the next card here. Melvi. Melvi is came out in this set as well. I'm not sure if Penelope came out in this set, but yeah, Melvi came out in this set. Adoring Witch just puts a new brew into your hand, which is really nice for a couple of reasons. Because the only 3-drop in Sagelight, in the deck is Sagelight, it lets you be mana efficient on your turn 3 by playing this and another 2-drop. The one thing about this deck is that's different than the other decks I play. There's so many, and that's actually the other reason why I put Edelweiss back if I don't have guaranteed generation, Earthright generation. Is there's only 9 2-drops, right? And you can't just not play the game on turn 2 for the most part, because it's just such a dramatic tempo loss that like if you're just AFK, it feels like the game's over. Like obviously there's games where you know you will be and then you'll find a way to win it, but yeah, you really want to maximize finding your cards that, you know, just let you play the game. So Melvi is really good at that. Just a fighter who puts a card that says, you know, gain an Earth Sigil, draw a card. Sagelight is super broken, especially with all of the aggro running around. Just this board wipe for the Earthright 3 is crazy, and then if you have control of the board, like everyone knows, it just heals 4. In this deck, though, if you actually aren't really under pressure and you can't build your board anymore, or you don't want to overcommit your board into like a Anangria evolution or something like that, or like you know, Abyss plays like Gravy on turn 5, you can just go gain 4 Earth Sigils, which actually comes up a lot because of Juno. She's just whatever however many Earth Sigils you have, you just deal that much damage to an enemy, and then when you Evo her, she gets this crest that consumes an Earthright, but it summons a 3/3 with ward. So, and it does that for 3 turns, which is super impactful. It lets you, you know, just protect some of your bigger things, but it also gives you like just this guaranteed board presence. And yeah, ward bodies are just good. And like, you're getting an Evo, you're popping a card Evo, you're getting 9 worth of stats. And yeah, it's really nice, especially when you combine it with you can combine it later in the game to protect your I just call her Lily. I don't Lil Anthem. I call her Lily. Protect your Lily, but you also can just protect your Norman, because he can just go, if you're going an aggro, you can go Norman, get 2 more Guardian Golems with Barrier. And then, yeah, she also is good when you combine her with Anne and Greya, because now they have 2 ward bodies to get through. And yeah, you can just set up the Golem coming back in a lot of ways. So that Sage Light we talked about. Edelweiss card is absolutely bonkers. The next card that came out this set that I really like, and I feel like kind of is one of the key reasons why this deck is playable, is this Enchanting Perfumer. Just 4 drop, usually pops a card, and it gives you an Earth Sigil, which is super important in this deck, obviously. And yeah, the Evo effect of it just doing it again, it can just turn into lots of cases, just pop 3 cards. And you get 2 sigils. Also, on turn 6, you can do some crazy... You can make some crazy boards with Edelweiss into Perfumer. Edelweiss already evolved. Perfumer, I think we'll have a game somewhere. Maybe not this video, but it could be the next one. We'll have Perfumer evolve, pop 2 more things. I think I had a board already, and I just swung face, and it happened on turn 6, and there was really no card they could have. Even Medusa didn't even full clear the board. Yeah, it was a crazy turn. Yeah, Perfumer is super good. Juno, just talked about Juno. She's super good. Not a card I keep in my mulligan though, unless maybe it's the mirror and I'm expecting an Anne and Greya. Like, just having a card that cleanly answers Anne and Greya is super important. I guess let me touch on the mulligan a little bit. In most matches, I'm keeping Stormy Blast. I'm actually always keeping Stormy Blast. Because the matchups that I would maybe put it back is actually against this deck, but you don't know if you're playing the mirror or not. Then it can be kind of awkward into Haven too, but you don't really know what version they're playing. But if you have this combined with a 2, then like you just keep it. Always keeping New Brew, always keeping all of these cards. I don't always keep Sage Light because it's not as important. Like, it's matchup dependent. I'll keep Sage Light if I already have a 2-drop. But yeah, if I don't have a 2-drop, I'm not keeping Sage Light because you really just need to find a 2-drop to play the game. Otherwise, like I said about this, I don't think I keep it if it's my only. If I don't have any generation, if I do, I will. And Perfumer, I will keep no matter what, because it's just unconditional sigil generation, and it's just an objectively good card on 4 because it can pop anything that is played. Like, that's just the way that the game is played. There's not stuff that is bigger than 3 most of the time on the board, right? Like, it can pop something guaranteed. Juno, I don't keep. Anne and Greya, I do keep because the card is just bonkers, but I won't keep it if I have no generation there. Norman, this one is actually tough for me. I'll keep it if I have perfect curve, but if I don't have perfect curve, I don't keep it because, like I said, there's only 9 3-drop or 9 2-drops in the deck. Witch's New Brew helps with that because, you know, let's see an extra card. But yeah, in my other decks, like Puppet and Abyss, there were so many 2-drops that you could just be greedy and keep your Orcuses and your Cerberuses because the odds of you just finding a 2-drop was so high. In this deck, you don't really have that luxury, which I honestly think is completely okay. I think, and also I think as the game evolves, a lot more decks will be built like this instead of 22 drops in the deck. But yeah, that's really about the mulligan. I talked about Anangrea in the beginning. Cards ridiculous. Oh, I was on Norman. Now I don't keep him in my mulligan unless my hand is perfect. Yeah, you guys all know what Norman does. This card is insane. The reason why the deck is playable. You can take a more aggro route, like I was talking about before, and just go double Guardian Golem, like super Evo, and just tell your opponent like, "Hey man, better figure it out." Especially if they don't have Orcus in their deck, then it's kind of a hard to answer board. I find myself, and as we'll see, most of the time I use my first effect with him to draw 3 cards because I'm just more of a kind of control-y, like War of Attrition kind of player. Like I play in the physical card game, I play Lorcana. Like I'm a big red purple guy. I really like that play style. It really in all games I play. So I lean towards grinding my opponent out. But that might not be objectively correct. We don't even need to talk about how broken just heal 8 is. Out of nowhere, just say, okay, I'm going to heal 8 and kill one of your things. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, usually I find myself drawing 3 cards and summoning a golem. Obviously, if you need to heal, you heal. But yeah, Norman is super crazy card. It's weird because I wish that Spell Boost wasn't allowed to play this card. And this cost a bit more. So you can play it in, but at the same time you want it to be good in the deck it's made for, right? And if you don't really run into this, you also don't want to make it so expensive that you're just forced to click Sagelight +4, right? So I don't know. It's kind of tough, but yeah, Norman, crazy card. Odin, just another generically insane card. It's just a cool card. You put it. It's just one of your finishers. The fact that it can just banish anything. It's super good against Wilbert because he doesn't get the respawn. Yeah, and you just swing 7 storm damage on a super Evo. Combining that with a card that basically can never die is pretty crazy. Because just this 7 and 5 is 12. You do like chip damage. You swing the 12 and okay, they clear your board, but this is still coming back. So it's yeah, Odin is really good. It's how you finish games. Sometimes you just finish games with Lily because he's just inevitable. But yeah, the other finisher is Kuon, because if you get him to the 10, you still have a super Evo. You just get to swing 10 storm the face, and you get this giant body, the Noble Shikigami. Yeah, with Ward and Aura. Yeah, so Kuon is crazy for that reason, but also he just makes a giant board, and he summons things with a rush, so he lets you clear boards and leave behind a board, especially the Ward unit's super impactful. There is negative synergy between him and Lily though, because if you ever, after you play Lily, you'll never be able to spawn max cards off of Kuon, because you're missing 1 board space. It doesn't matter though. Kuon's just that good, and you only lose the 2/1, right? So there's game states where it doesn't even matter. It is, I will say it is annoying though, but there's not enough cards in the game yet. Kuon's like, no other card in this class does what Kuon does, right? I think the only other kind of version of it is Anangrea. And yeah, now my personal favorite card in the deck, because I just think it's super cool. People weren't super high on this card. I think even in my pack opening, I disagreed because it just has a relevant super Evo effect. So it's not like I think Fenny is her name in Dragon. where you play her and you literally do nothing. Even though I'm pretty sure that that deck is having success, but this you get to play and you get to deal with the board and then leave behind a crazy threat. This card also has aura, so your opponent cannot target it with abilities. People do not know this. I'm sure that they're learning about it, but yeah, the I think someone went to play the his Vulse or whatever on sword, and I was confused, and then he realized, oh wait, I can't even activate the ability. But yeah, Lily just being able to come back and just a constant threat. It also comes back with Storm basically because it happens immediately, so it doesn't happen at the start of your turn. So she can always hit face after she comes back. And yeah, she's. Some people don't play this card in the deck. I don't like the deck without her. It feels like it's not like if she feels she's honestly a really good boss monster. She's just a fair, balanced boss monster that would be a shame not to include in the deck. And she does close the game. She is a part of the game plan. Yeah, this is the deck. It's good. The games can get kind of grindy. You can aggro people out, but yeah, if I had to pick a deck to like only climb with, probably would not be this deck, but it can 100% get diamond and it can win games. It's also just fun to play. So yeah, let's get into the games. I guess one other thing is you could cut a card for a third copy of Stormy Blast, which I would not hate, but I just liked playing max copies of the Earth Generation, and cutting any of these to go to 8 2-drops seemed illegal in my mind, because 9 already feels like not that many. But yeah. Yeah, max copies of everything besides Lily, and you just don't play 3 of this card. Yeah, I don't think you do. Because you're not really trying to play 2 to the board. Obviously it can come up, but yeah, one coming back is enough because you're trying to spend your mana after to like on Odin's and stuff to protect it or to clear the board. Yeah, let's get into the games here. Like this one is against RUNE. So yeah, I was playing a couple mirror matches. I'm honestly not sure what this one is. Oh, I was also playing a copy of Remy and Rami for a little bit, like you just seen there. It was good, but it didn't come up enough for me to feel like I wanted it in the deck. I was playing 1 Remy, 2 copies of Kuon, and I was like, there's no way this card is just better than the 3rd copy of Kuon. Yeah, our mulligan was pretty simple there. Just put the Kuons back, keep the early game. We just play Penelope here. He hits me with the Stormy Blast. Still don't really know what deck he's playing yet. I have 2 Lilies. Put one of them back with Apprentice. Just makes sense. Like I said before, you're not really trying to play 2 of them. Like if that's, like maybe if you were super greedy and that was 2 copies of Orcus, and you were playing Ruby right here, like you maybe wouldn't put the Ruby back. Or you wouldn't put the Orcus back. Here I go Penelope. I mean, I probably should have drew a card first. I'm not 100% sure if it would have mattered, but you should draw first before you decide to play. Now it looks like it's completely a mirror. Because I went second, I think I opted to trade there. On that last turn, when I play the mirror going first, I think I have to hit face. I'm also in my head I was thinking that this was gonna come down to I think that this is the first mirror I played, so I was like, okay, is this gonna come down to a pure resource battle? So I was just opting to clear the board, keep my HP high, preserve like all my resources. And here I just draw. Get some damage in. Anangrea. Broken. And this is what one of the things I'm talking about. Like, we have Juno into this, which just cleanly answers Anangrea, which is very nice because this card's fucking insane. Yeah, imagine it's just Juno here. Pop. And I do elect to evolve here, which I'm not upset with, because it lets me, like, he's already used an Evo point. He goes another Anangrea, another Evo. Just trades here. We fucking top deck Juno like a boss. It would have been kind of, if I say I don't top deck this, I'm pretty much forced to just coin out Odin, pop it, and swing. So it's not like we couldn't have played around it, but yeah, just getting the Juno there was nice. Lets us save our Evo point. And like I said, I felt like this was a you know, a war of attrition, just pure resources. So even if I do this like 4 damage with Odin, okay, let's say I coin out Odin, I try and get aggressive. We both have Norman in our deck at 3 copies, right? Like he can just max heal. So yeah, I'm just saving my Evo point. Hits me with Flames of Chaos, and I'm like, okay, wait, what deck am I playing? I don't know if it's a spell boost deck now. I wasn't sure. Yeah, I just coin out the Lily here because it's just hard. You can't answer this card because it comes back forever, right? So he's gonna try here, but yeah, it's definitely tough. So here, let me see here. Looks like I'm just going just for the Lily Evo, and this makes sense because I mean it's 8 to the face, and then you just combine it with the Odin off the ward. And that's the crazy thing too, right? Every time Lily comes back, you can super Evo her again. So you just get to pop 2 more things and swing 8 face. Like the card is actually crazy. Yeah, so those goes 3rd Anangrea. I think when he did this, I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure I can't lose. But then he played Declimb, and I was like, okay, wait, I'm actually not playing the mirror. Which I thought I was playing the mirror the whole time. But so this is like a complete hybrid. But yeah, he goes whatever he's doing, Pascal dance something or other. He's got a 14-14. I'm like, cool, man. I don't give a fuck. And yeah, Odin plus Lily for the win. It's also hilarious she chomps people. I don't know this her lore, but she's a hilarious character. Yeah, so that game there was kind of just a slam fest, honestly. We just waited to turn the corner, and when we did, we just went full pressure. And there was also a good showcase of how good Odin is combined with the Lily. So let's do a we're not going to do another RUNE game. Let's do a Portal game. So this matchup can be tough sometimes. Because they can just, they're also really good at just playing like just creating their own resources, right? And if they really want to, they can just keep their health bar at 20. So that they can just grind you out. So here, Penelope, pretty easy. The you could go Astrologer here, but I honestly don't really understand why you would. I have cards I want to play. I'm building this I'm building my sigils up for my Juno. He gets a clear here, which is pretty good for him. It makes my turn 4 awkward. Like I'm not even really sure if I would play the Perfumer into that. I might be forced to, but just for tempo. These one stream of life down already. Yeah, we just end up going Penelope into the Astrologer. Putting back the Odin because you have to put something back, and it's definitely not these 3 cards, right? Yeah, here we just go Annangrea because the card is just insane. We Evo her, which is completely fine because we are trading back evolution points. And just look at this board, right? Like the Alouette does not answer this board in a clear way, which is it's just nice about, you know, having Annangrea in your deck. But yeah, he opts to go on the offensive with the beta, which I'm fairly certain is a mistake. But yeah, this is like kind of, you know, if Annangrea lives, you feel like you just won the game. Like just look at this board. He goes Doom right. Super Evo. It has ward. Maybe he thinks that's his saving grace, but this card says doesn't die to abilities, which kind of confused me when I played this card. I was like, is Juno an ability or is it doing damage? But I was like, maybe am I gonna play my Juno and is it gonna do nothing? But as soon as I was like, one, this is like for science. Yeah, I did it. It died. I was like, okay, well, the game is over. Yeah, that was one of the games. Like, my opponent was playing, did their game plan. Had the Alouette on 5, but I mean, they want to go 5 for 5, bro. Annangrea is just better. So yeah, that was a pretty easy dub. That was another showcase of how this deck can really take like an aggro approach, right? Sword is super popular, and I could be crazy. I'm pretty sure this has a winning sword matchup, like for us. It can be tough, like if when they go Amalia, if you don't have Huan or like Perfumer evolve, it can be like kind of tough. But other than that, we match each other pretty well. Sagelight is a big part of why this is good as well, and which is also why I kept it in this matchup specifically. Over, like, even though I didn't have a 2-drop, right? I kept Sagelight because it's just that impactful. So here, this is was kind of awkward, but yeah, I just have to play it to gain 4 because I mean I just drew Edelweiss. I have Norman in my hand. I want to keep my stuff high, and then yeah, when they go super aggro here, obviously I have no choice but to okay, I could technically play the Edelweiss here, but I'm quite confident that it's better to do the Sagelight. He does hit me with the coin Luminous right after, and I was kind of thinking, man, I wish I saved it and maybe I did play the Edelweiss. But if you low roll the like the dog and you have to run your Edelweiss into the dog, it just feels horrendous. So after I watched this game back, I was confident with it. The other thing was we just have Annangrea, right? So Annangrea is a beast. Nothing really else to explain here. We get to clear most of the board anyway, and we still leave our ward behind. He goes Fildau. Super good card. Super clean answer to the Annangrea. And now here I go with Edelweiss, and I will say I do I don't even high roll it. I thought I hit the fill down this one. I did not. Here, I put back the other Penelope. You kind of weird. Like maybe you put back one of the Odins, but I felt like I'm just trying to play bombs. Like my thought process was, I'm just trying to play bombs. I'm trying to look for more impactful cards. Maybe stick with Lily, find a Juno or something that lets me deal with their Geno. And yeah, he goes Vulse here and gets super aggressive. I don't know if you're sitting on this side of the table, it kind of feels like we're losing, right? Like we're kind of, he's got big characters, still has his plus play point. I'm already below 12, which is Albert's kill range. And yeah, he has a board and I don't. But Norman is broken. This is a spot where, okay, you know, I talked about earlier in the deck profile, I usually find myself clicking draw 3 cards with Norman. One, because it says draw 3 cards, okay? I don't even, that's literally unheard of. What card just says on play, draw 3 cards? There isn't one. So, not one that I can think of. But yeah, if you also look at our hand size, I'm okay. After Norman, I'm gonna be able to heal. And then after the draw 3, comparing our hand size, I have so many more resources than him, right? So here I imagine I go heal, yeah, and then trade with the Rose Princess. Yeah, it's a follow-up Rose Princess. And then he goes super aggressive with the Evo on the Vulse. So we have the perfect punish for that. Norman. I go the double barrier here because if I full heal, Albert still does a lot of damage to me, and this counters Albert completely, right? Because they have barrier, so they survive his 3 damage AoE. You could maybe make an argument to heal, but yeah, no, I definitely went barrier here. It just more cleanly plays around the Albert. Inigo is only play his hand. I'm quite confident this guy is holding Albert. The reason I'm quite confident of that is because he super evolved his Vulse to put me in lethal range of Albert. Yeah, but he can't really cleanly answer my stuff. I get to make another ward. And yeah. What's he gonna do? He has Gildaria here, which is a fucking crazy card. And yeah, he does actually get a full clear here. Yeah, but I just go on, get the 10-10, swing the face. Yeah, it would have been kind of without the Kuan finisher here, it would have been kind of tough. That was a crazy board from him. Yeah, that was sword. Another thing I don't think I've talked about. This deck has a crazy matchup into the into Aggro Abyss, which is pretty popular right now. The reasons that is, Edelweiss is a crazy card. Sage Light is a crazy card against that deck. And obviously you have so much healing in the deck, right? Like Norman is insane. Combined with the Sage Light. So he goes coin here and I'm like, okay, well fuck. I don't have anything to play. I'm literally just, you know, and so this is a matchup where I kept Edelweiss, right? And you're seeing what I mean. Like if you keep this card and you don't find a 2-drop, it just feels really bad. Like not being able to play, so you just kind of want to maximize those odds. So he's just making a crazy board. I can't even Sage Light this turn. I'm just passing. So I'm about to beat aggro. I have played no characters, and I'm at 12 health going into my turn 4. So here, yeah, I just go pop everything. The reason I pop everything is because whatever he plays, I feel like I will be able to pump and deal with Edelweiss. I'm at 8 health, by the way. Turn 5. But yeah, here's actually probably just Perfumer, yeah. And yeah, this is how I said, like, when Perfumer comes down, obviously this is an aggro deck, they're playing smaller things. But you get the... It's usually pop 3 things that end live, is what Perfumer Evolve is. Plus 2 sigils, so it's pretty crazy. We're at 5 HP, he just played the Bounty Hunter dude. But we just go top deck Norman like a beast, which is allowed because we're playing Earthright, so it's acceptable. And yeah, we go here, heal 8, pop your stuff. And it's like, okay man, now what are you gonna do? I'm literally holding Odin. He goes his own Odin. Super Evo. Swing face. He's doing the only thing he knows how to do, hit face. And we just give him some of his own medicine here. We just play our own Odin and say, hey man, you are fucking dead. Thanks for the elo. But yeah, that's just Norman just kind of fucking solos this deck. We were literally AFK against the only deck you cannot be AFK against for the most part. Like as in, it's like you don't want to be AFK against any deck, but against specifically aggro Abyss, it actually feels like you should, if you don't have a 2-drop, you should just concede the game. But yeah, that was aggro. The let me see here. This was the let's do Forest, because this Forest deck was actually pretty cool. This was the Forest deck that this is the game that got me to Diamond. Yeah, so this hand is fucking crazy. I opted to put the Perfumer back because I wasn't sure if I needed to, and there was literally no card I could draw that was like Perfumer. It was like generically good, but because I was playing against like Forest, which can be like kind of be like impossible to win against if you're high rolly, I was trying to, like, you know, just take another shot at finding maybe a more proactive play like Edelweiss and like get some more damage in, or like a Norman, or even like a Lily maybe. I don't know. Mostly a Norman. I was basically okay. One more shot for Norman. But yeah, the reason it's crazy is because we have one. It also like just looking for another a 2-drop, because it made our turn 3 better. So like you definitely don't keep the second Perfumer. Yeah, we have a 1 and then a 2, and then it gives us a play for our turn 3 by having another Witch's Brew plus an Astrologer, and yeah, it's just this hand is crazy. If you had to pick a hand, I would pick this hand. Maybe Edelweiss instead. Okay, well that's actually not true. I'd probably have Penelope and Edelweiss, but you guys get what I'm saying. It's basically hand-picked hand. So yeah, just like I talked about, we're gonna go I have to go Astrologer first, which I think is completely fine because I had another Astrologer. And there might be a world where, okay, if he goes like super giga wide, just like this, and like you want to try and find, okay, this is actually important. This is like just fundamentally to any card game you play. Melvi and Astrologer both draw me a card. Astrologer draws me a card for 0 mana. So if you're gonna, generally before you do anything, you want to draw a card. And even though in most cases, the card that I draw off Astrologer is not going to change my next play, there's no reason for me to not draw it first because I'm going to get to see the card sooner. If I play Melvi instead, and then start my next turn with the Witch's Cauldron, or Witch's New Brew, and I draw Sagelight, I can't play it anymore. Like, okay, granted I have the extra play point, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. It's better to, yeah, let's put it this way. Okay, I get Sagelight. If I want to play Sagelight that turn, I have to use my play point, which doesn't let me play the Norman in my hand on turn 5. You get what I'm saying? So it's better to just see cards first. Even though Melvi looks cooler, and in my heart I wanted to play her because she just looks cool, you definitely just play Astrologer first. Even though it's probably not going to change anything, it's just good fundamentals to be a part of. It also, let's go back here. Let's just talk about how fucking crazy Edelweiss is. I don't know why it's not letting me go back. Oh, there we go. So let's go to this Astrologer turn. I go Astrologer. Lets me just see the card. Oh, this is actually a perfect example. The Astrologer drew me Edelweiss, which is going to change my next turn. I would not have been able to take this line if I played Melvi, because the card, I wouldn't have had enough mana. Here I get to go Evo, pop 2 things, and play another character. All because Edelweiss says recover 2 play points. The card is crazy. So he deals with the board though. Here I just go Perfumer. I would be kind of yeah, I was gonna say I'd be kind of surprised if I evoed this here, because in my mind I'm expecting a Glade. I think this is like the actual tempo fairy deck, so I don't think it plays Glade, which seems insane to me, but I don't know, that's not my, I don't play the deck. I don't have an opinion on that yet, but, or a valid opinion on that yet, but yeah, so I don't want to overcommit to the board there. Here I just go Perfumer, could go Anangrea, Evo, pop, stick behind something, but I was just saving my Evo points here. Wasn't in a huge rush, because as soon as he played the like, can you imagine how good Sagelight would be right here? But as soon as he played the new legendary instead of Glade, I was like, I don't really know what deck I'm playing against anymore. So maybe I don't need to try and end the game super fast. I can just resource this guy out by saving my evolve points and yeah, not necessarily pushing the tempo, being more reactive. Because this guy's just all in. He's just Arya, you know, summon the fairies. This guy's just trying to swing face. So yeah, it's kind of awkward for us here, just given the cards in our hand, because we don't really have We don't have like a Kuon. We don't have even like a Lily to like stick and play. But yeah, just Edel. This is another spot where you read Edelweiss, and you look at it as like it shows up in your hand as a 4-drop, but it tells you it is, but it's actually just not. So later in the game, oh, actually, yeah, this is pretty cool. So yeah, I go Edelweiss because I'm able to use the play point and combine it with Norman, which is pretty nice here. Yeah, Edelweiss is just a crazy card. 4/4 rush. It usually pops a card when you play it. It'll pop another card. Here I get the heal, and I'm pretty. Yeah, I just went double heal here. I against the tempo deck that's trying to kill me as fast as possible. I just put my HP bar back to 20 and said, "Okay, man. Well, it's 19, but basically 20." I said, "Okay, man, you better figure this out again." Yeah. Well, just having like complete control over the board now, right? Holding 2 Odins, so I've stabilized and I'm holding on to my finishers here. He goes another Arya. Evo. This deck is pretty cool, by the way. This forest deck. He just says, "Hey man, I'll do it again." Because I full healed here, it also kind of made it. I guess he trades it anyway because he's holding these, but yeah, here I just go Penelope into another Norman. Like, hey man, he did it again. I'll do it again. Fuck it, I don't care. And then here I imagine that yeah, I just summoned the Golem here. I don't really even know if I agree with that, but I think what I'm doing here is or at least my thought process at the time, I was thinking he has no more super evolves, right? So it's kind of hard for him to deal with this 8/8, and I'm holding 2 copies of Odin. So I can actually just outrace him now. But especially with a barrier golem. But yeah. I don't know. It could have been the draw 3 there. But yeah, he has to use his whole hand to deal with this board, right? Which was kind of awkward for him. He had to literally just go all in. I drew another Odin, which is not really what I was trying to see. This is an interesting point in the game where I actually, like, I did the math in my head quickly, and I can actually just erase him because I'm holding 3 Odins. We're both no Evo points, but I can literally just kill him faster than me. He has to answer this Odin or he loses the race. Which was it was weird because as I played this turn, I'm looking at my hand. It's only Odins. I'm basically have to play to my out, and I'm like, okay, if he can't answer this Odin, then I fall behind in tempo. But yeah, right now I have a step ahead of him, because if he opts to swing, you know, this 5 face, he's taking 10. And then, you know, I'm at 10. He can't play 10 storm damage on his next turn. So yeah, I would just win the game, which is why I evoed him to protect him. Right? He just draws Bale though, and I'm like, okay, well, fuck, this is not good. This is exactly what I meant. If he answers it, now I'm behind in the tempo. So here I go the Odin into the Melvi. I should have did Melvi do this draw card. Here I say, okay, I still actually am ahead on the tempo. He has to yeah, even if he answers this, then Odin does not win next turn. Then I'm also just taking 3. So obviously you answer this. You answer the Odin. You have to. Plays another Aria. Okay. And then I just draw the fucking the goat, Annangrea. Perfect card in this situation. Crazy ward body. And then I just get to play this Juno just to pop one thing, and then I trade the. Instead of attacking, I trade the Melvi into the thing that does 2 damage. Into its 2/2, just because if this Annangrea survives, then I get to just win the game anyway. Also, he has to answer this card like, okay, another Bale does it. That's true. But yeah, if anything survives, my spot is just is pretty good. So he swings. I don't know what card he opted not to play, but yeah, the Annangrea did. Yeah, I don't really get it. What card can you be holding that you're not playing? But yeah, we just used our resources. We got to resolve Norman twice, which was a big part of why we won the game. Again, completely allowed because we are playing Earthright. When Spell Boost does it, it's actually not fair. It's illegal, but yeah, he just concedes after that. And yeah, that was the game that got us to Diamond against a Diamond player. It sucks that I haven't actually found. I think I showed one game where Lily was super impactful, but yeah, let's do one more here. This one is cool because it was actually a mirror, like a full mirror match. The mirrors with this deck are actually pretty fun. It kind of gets to the point though where it kind of feels like, yo, who plays Lily first? So here we have a nice curve, just the brew into Penelope. It's nice to see Juno with these type of hands because you know you're going to have enough sigils for it to be relevant. Yeah, we just go Penelope here. We don't know it's the mirror match yet, but as soon as I see the Penelope, I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure it's the mirror match. But there's these kind of like hybrid lists. Here off my draw, I find a Melvi. This is an interesting point because he can coin Edelweiss next turn. And I was actually sat here for a while wondering if I'm supposed to trade or attack. And I honestly couldn't figure it out. I was like, either way, Edelweiss kind of shits on me, right? Because let's say I trade. I do no damage. He goes Edelweiss. He still pops my thing. I still have no answer to the Edelweiss on my next turn. If he plays the if I swing face, he goes Edelweiss, swing my face. We're both at 18. He has a board, but then my Perfumer checks the Edelweiss, and I'm left with a higher attack creature on my board. So I get to pop Edelweiss and then pop the Penelope. If he follows that up with his own Perfumer, popping my Perfumer, I'm like, okay, this kind of sucks. My only out would be probably like I thought about all the like the whole line here, and I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure I just have to put him on. Better have Edelweiss. If he does, I have lines through it anyway. So because I went first, I'm just gonna press my advantage. And that's why I swung face. Here he kind of gets a similar thing. I wasn't really playing around the Stormy Blast, if I'm being completely honest with you. I opt to not play the Perfumer because I feel like it's an important card in this matchup because it answers Perfumer. If we get into the situation where I just play Perfumer, pop nothing, he goes Perfumer, I'm just at a tempo loss because the card just answers itself. So I opt to draw, find the Sage Light, which was super clutch. Sage, any other 2-drop would have also been acceptable. But yeah, Sage Light is nice there because it lets me get enough sigils that makes my Juno basically it will kill anything. So yeah, he makes just a mini board here. Here I just go Perfumer to answer his board. It lets me put another, lets me gain another sigil. And I'm not really trying to use Juno on 2-drop, right? Oh, and this is what I'm talking about. The card just answers itself so cleanly. Here is nice because I get to... I think this is actually a mistake. Like I said, it's nice because I have so many sigils. I get to develop 2 bodies onto the board. And what I was thinking, because you notice neither of us have used an Evo point yet. I was like, okay, I'm gonna Edelweiss here, put two bodies on the board that kind of forces out an Evo point. In my mind, I was like, okay, I'm about to force out Anangrea, is what I was thinking. This is like a super nice board to Anangrea because you get to just evolve, pop the Perfumer, run the ward into the thing. You have a 6/6. Your ward guy still has 1. We're not playing really stuff with like Rush in this deck. So that was my thought process. The thing that happens though was like that I didn't really think about was when he plays his own Edelweiss, it kind of shits on my board. Right? He did win the 50-50 there, but I was like, oh shit. Now I'm in the spot where it's like, okay, I have Kuon, so I don't have to. But I guess what I'm saying is I was trying to bait out an Evo point with Edelweiss, and I got checked by Edelweiss. So here he coins the Lily, which I love from him, and like this again, like look, okay, from my perspective, I'm like, okay, I have a board. Now this guy just has an 8/8 on board that I can't kill with Juno because it has Aura. I can't kill with Odin because it has Aura. I gotta find a way to kill it, or I can't play the game. It's just gonna kill me. And then it's also gonna come back. So here I was like, okay, fuck, we gotta figure this out. We gotta find a way, and then yeah, because it's tough. I was just trying to stall, to be honest with you. And just use this guy's you use up, so like obviously you take the 1 kill on it. You wouldn't run both of these into it, but I was trying to find a win condition, right? So I was just trying to put up a ward to stall. I know I'm holding 1 copy of Odin. I'm playing around maybe finding a 2nd copy. Mostly 2nd copy to do 7 and 6, which is 13 damage. Obviously he can heal and do other things like that, but yeah, I was really just trying to find the play to my outs is really what I was doing. Because yeah, like I said, I was like, how the fuck am I gonna deal with this Lily? She just comes back forever. So he goes Juno. Pop. Sage Light. +4 sigils. The Lily is just happening now. There's no way around it. So I was like, okay, we gotta just try and find a way. Here we go. We evolve our Juno and swing face here. Let me break this down a little bit more. It's an important turn. So we know he goes his Juno, evolves, attacks here, goes the Sage Light. We actually have a pretty nice turn here because Edelweiss is just such a crazy card. Maybe I was keeping Odin an option here. the way it played out, I was supposed to draw first. Yeah, we get to go Edelweiss, pop, and then pop something with Juno, and then we get to put up this. The Juno evolve is important because it's gonna buy us some turns, putting up this ward body. Yeah, he goes double barrier, Sage Light, pop my entire board. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Here I find my own Lily, which is exactly what I needed. This turn is keep in mind, my opponent played 2 Normans and he never healed 1 time. I don't think. No, he only played 1 Norman, but he played Sage Light and went plus 4 instead of healing. But yeah, I find my first copy of Lily, and here I was staring at my hand for a while, thinking about how I'm going to play this turn, and I could not find a way that didn't die to his Odin. So I was like, okay, the only way I can win the game is if he doesn't have Odin and I play Lily, because it lets me pop both barriers, kill the Norman. And yeah, if he does not, well, one, he can't really answer this cleanly because it has aura. But yeah, I was like, okay, if he can't figure this out, then even if he does answer the Lily, I still have Odin. So as long as he doesn't heal, he's done. He's done. And I'm playing a Melvi, right? And I have a ward. So he goes to Super Evo. I'm like, okay, fuck. I'm not. Okay, that otherwise does answer it. But I still have the Odin to get around it. Here I'm like, I remember when this turn happened, I forgot he had a Juno proc. I'm like, oh, the game's over. He ends his turn, and fucking Juno, the Golem pops up. I'm like, what the fuck? But it didn't matter though, because I had the Sage Light. I get the board wipe, get to pop the last ward with Odin, and yeah, Lily and Odin gets there. Which, yeah, it was a crazy game. The mirror is super fun. Like, it's kind of, it feels bad for him for not having Odin. I'm assuming Odin is in his deck. I have 3 copies, at least I would hope, but multiple times there it felt like we were just in a losing position. And yeah, that's the great thing about this game, man. You can just find a way. Especially when you have cards like Ann and Grey in your deck. But yeah, I have some more games, and I'll probably do a separate video just on a quick run of those games, because all these games I felt like there was actually something to learn from. But yeah, it's I think we will end it there. Long story short, the deck is super fun to play. It's not super hard to play, I would say. Once you kind of get, I think there's a learning curve, like all things, but yeah, it's also just kind of a nice. I took it personally as a challenge. Like last time I dropped out of Diamond, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get back to Diamond with a different deck, and then I used Abyss, and then I played Abyss and Diamond, and then I eventually dropped out of Diamond. And okay, I'm gonna get back to Diamond with a different deck, and I was like, pure Earthright. I'm just gonna try it because I seen someone post like a 5 win streak with it or something on Twitter, and I was like, okay, let me just give this a shot. And yeah, I was playing it, and it felt like it actually had legs, and yeah, I had the cards for it. So yeah, when I get my event, because I mean, I'm not good enough to be in Diamond forever. All right, that's just objectively true. I understand that about myself. There's some players that literally have 90% plus of their RP in Diamond. Those guys are cracked. Most of those people are professional players. But yeah, that is not me. Eventually, I'm gonna drop out of Diamond, and the next deck that I think I'm going to use is I'm gonna try to get Ramp Dragon to Diamond. If you guys have any other decks that you would want to see, do let me know, because I am open to doing that. But the yeah, a big part of the reason why I want to do Ramp Dragon is I got my lucky chest. If you guys haven't seen, I did that $300 pack opening there. I got my lucky chest, and I got Fenny as the reward that I could cash in the tickets in. And I'm gonna be honest, it's a super cool card. I like the art and everything. I was not like giga excited about it. I kind of wanted any of the other. I wanted any leader ticket, to be honest with you, because I thought all the leaders were kind of cool, and I just like having alternate art leaders. But I mean, I spent $300 and I kind of got shafted. So I was like, there's no way in hell I'm opening another 100 of these packs so I can pick the leader. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to cash it on the Fenny. It is an alt art card. It looks super cool. And yeah, I think that the deck is actually playable now, but in the future, it's going to be giga playable, and I think it'll be off the back of Fenny. There's just going to be a way to cheat her out early, or you're going to be able to play to the board enough where you'll basically be at 20 HP when you play her, and you can afford to take a turn off. And yeah, she will 100% have her time, and when she does have her time, I have a max rarity copy of her. So yeah, that was the deck list. That's kind of the future plans. You guys let me know. Oh, I think I'm supposed to say this at the beginning of the video, but yeah, if you made it this far, please like and subscribe. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to say that. But yeah, it's yeah, it seems like you guys have been enjoying the videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you. Peace.